こんにちは、カイの母です。迎えに来ました。
ああ、カイ君のお母さんですか。こんにちは。
カイは今日どうでしたか？
カイ君よく遊んでましたよ。
あ、よかったです。うん、夜ちゃんとしてましたか？
今日あんまり寝れなかったみたいです。は
そうですね。うちでも早めに休ませます。
い。そうし
うん、
てくださいね。
あと、カイは友達とおぎおぎよく遊んでましたか？
はい。お行儀よく遊んでましたよ。でも、ちょっと恥ずかしがり屋かもしれないですね。
初めての学校なのでまだ慣れてないからだと思います。
ああ、そうかもしれないですね。
それと、カイはお昼ご飯全部食べてましたか？
はい。だいたい食べてましたよ。
すごい嬉しいです。すみません。あと、会話トイレちゃんと、使いましたか？
はい。カイ君上手にできてました。
よかったです。じゃあ先生、いつも会話お世話してくれてありがとうございます。また明日お願いします。
はい、また明日。ジャックリンさん、ありがとうございます。
あ、
Right, so Jacqueline san, first of all, good job. You actually really
uh,
did this very pressured challenge. Talk to the camera in Japanese. How was it?
it was good. It was nervous, but I got through it, so I'm happy.
Amazing. And Jacqueline san, you just started this master course just a few weeks ago. I mean, just 2 months. So, how do you feel this progress? People usually think, wow, learning Japanese, Chinese, Korean, that's a impossible language. So that's why, how do you feel this challenge?
It feels good. I think, this isn't my first time trying to learn Japanese. I would say one of the benefits is that there is a lot more focus on pronunciation that I've had with previous classes. And I think that actually really helps me pick up Japanese in other places faster and it helps me kind of understand quicker. And so I feel like my comprehension is moving quicker compared to other times I've tried to study Japanese.
Amazing. And people want to know why you're studying Japanese, why you
Sure.
decided to even learn this Japanese, and what do you do? Where are you living right now?
Sure. So I live in Los Angeles. I'm studying Japanese. My husband is Japanese, but he's been here in the States for probably 30 years now. But we have two kids, and I almost more than my husband wanted them to learn Japanese. And so I want to be able to speak Japanese with my family, as well as my husband family is in Japan. So I want to be able to communicate with them. And then we do sometimes talk about moving to Japan in the next couple years. So I want to be able to, successfully move to Japan if we do go there.
Amazing. Right. And then, a lot of people just go to Japan, even moving to Japan without learning language. A lot of people just go there and then maybe even couple of years live with only Google Translate. So, what was the kind of main motivation you feel like, okay, I want to learn Japanese?
Well, I have anxiety just thinking about moving there without knowing the language, so I would hate to do that. So for me, it's about, it is about the freedom of being able to, be in Japan, communicate with people, be confident, being able to, not be dependent on somebody else helping me move around there. So that's where my
Amazing.
motivation comes from.
You don't want to just rely on the translation apps or
E-
everywhere you just struggle.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
I'd rather have it be more comfortable.
Amazing. So in 2025, there are thousands of ways to learn Japanese. Now it's like ChatGPT. There are a lot of AI application, mobile apps, Duolingo, or other just traditional book study like textbook, or some people sign up for the college program. So why actually you chose Japan Language Factory over thousands of choices?
Ah, so I've tried a lot of different ways of studying, whether it's, I've done private lessons, I've definitely done Duolingo, I've tried to do book study and grammar and everything. And I guess I've had a lot of stagnation in my learning. And so what interested me in the Japan Language Factory was that it is a different method where it's more focused on conversation and memorization. And I was hesitant when I signed up for it because I felt like, okay, how am I going to create my own sentences on my own if I'm just doing memorization. But it actually has been working well because as I'm doing a lot of practice, memorizing, training, repeating the sentences many times a day, that actually does help me learn the grammar along the way. So it's been better than I expected.
Amazing. I'm glad to hear. And also, you have limited time. You have a child, you have to do a lot of things at the house. And a lot of people think, oh, studying Japanese, I don't have time. So why you didn't really, excuse and then you actually just did it? What do you think?
Yeah.
Because as an adult, we have limited time. So how you become a consistent?
I think one of the things that makes it work is with, my coaches, when they send me, they'll speak the sentence and then I repeat it back. And what I've been able to do is I will just put it on my phone, cut it down to like the 8-second sentence. And then while I'm driving, while I'm working in the house, I'll have my headphones in and then I'll just be repeating it to myself. So it's something where it's easier to incorporate into my life than sitting down with a book and having to like stay in one spot and focus. So it's been working for me because I can multitask as I learn.
As a mom, I have also daughter and you have a child. And as a mom, like what do you think it's how you can give advice that is maybe not it the for people who is hesitate to learn such a
Ah,
difficult language because I have child, I do this, so kind of scary to start. Nobody wants to fail it, after making decision and ending up like you couldn't really keep going.
ah. Um, I guess I'm maybe in a unique position. I'm not currently working right now, and so I kind of look at it as an opportunity to like keep my brain training in other ways and keep myself mentally sharp. So, it is a challenge. It's hard. I only know English. I'm not someone who's multilingual by any means, but I enjoy learning in general and learning different things. And so it's a nice process and a nice way to keep me, how do I say it, feeling more holistic and not just totally focused on the home right now.
That's true. Sometimes you can feel like a refreshment, just only using English. Sometimes you get bored, but you
Hmm.
actually speak Japanese, you feel like a different person. You became like a Japanese person. You have like a new experience. So that's good that you like think that this is opportunity to challenge something new things.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Amazing. And then, so you have a plan to move to Japan. So, what is your action plan so far this
Oh,
year, next year?
so it was a much more aggressive plan to move to Japan in like a year, and we've slowed down a bit, which I appreciate my husband for. So right now our plan is actually we're going to Japan in November, and we're slowing down and taking the opportunity to kind of travel more throughout the country and explore different cities and figure out what's the best fit for us and what we're looking for. My husband's from Tokyo, but I don't think we necessarily want to be in Tokyo or central Tokyo, at least maybe suburbs. But so maybe a couple, 2, 3 years is our timeline right now. We'll see.
Amazing. Right. And especially Jacqueline-san, you sign up for level 2, 3, 4. So you have so much actually chance to really make progress for next year and the next other year. I think it's at least next 2 years, you're gonna actually make progress unstoppably.
Yes, yeah, I think so too.
Amazing. Right. So, one request. So, anybody actually planning on maybe go to Japan for the first time in their life, or maybe like life is only once, and then living the different countries is challenging, but also it's really good to experience. Even for Umi-chan, it's your daughter or son?
Oh,
Umi
actually,
can be a daughter, and
it gets
Umi can
more.
be a son. So that's why I was
Wait,
wondering.
I understand the confusion. It gets more confusing. So my son's Kai, my daughter's Nico, my dog is Yumi. But
Ah, wow. Because
so,
Kai and it can be a same kanji. Wow.
oh, I now I understand it. So I thought you were meaning Yumi. Kai, hi, yeah. So
Hmm.
Kai, the kanji is for Kai, my son Kai. Yes,
Okay, okay,
Sumimasen.
wow. And then your son's
Yeah.
name is Kai.
Is it the same character, Umi?
No, my
Oh.
actually character is this one. So this two one. This two kanji is
Oh,
Kai, but same pronunciation, different kanji.
I see. What does it mean?
This is actually meaning of the reason of living. The
Oh,
reason of living
nice.
means yes.
Nice. Very nice.
Unique. If you have heard like ikigai,
Hi.
have you ever heard?
Yeah.
This iki is for this one, and the kai is this one. So this actually my background. It's written ikigai.
Oh. Oh, it's very profound. I like it.
Yeah. So what I wanted to say is like you guys, so the your life is only once, and then challenge is difficult because it's you can be make you can make a mistake a lot in speaking Japanese, or even moving there is not just only language. You can make a mistake in the many places, but also towards to your actual experience of your life, not just the same every day repeating the same people, same thing, same language. You actually have a new life in Japan. So if anybody actually kind of thinking of afraid of learning a language, learning Japanese, what is the action plan to give
Gosh,
them advice from you?
as someone who is probably can be somewhat more introverted when I'm not confident in what I'm doing, like speaking Japanese, and I try and push myself, and I have a hard time with that. I think my only advice is you just have to go one step at a time and not get too overwhelmed thinking about a huge step of learning the whole language. You just have to kind of think one sentence at a time, and then you'll get there eventually.
Amazing. By the way, are you afraid of making mistake in front of
Yes,
Japanese?
always. Yes. Everyone's been nice every single time. It does not matter. I'm always afraid.
But only one thing is difference is you didn't stop. You just keep going.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Amazing. All right, Jacqueline, thank you so much. Good job and keep it
Uh,
up.
Thank you so much.